It's time once again to slip into your camo, grab your bow, and join us out in the field for another episode of the Up North Journal, presented by PSE Archery. The Up North Journal crew is knocked and ready to rock for another exciting adventure. So let's step outside and hit the trail.
This episode is brought to you by PSE Archery,
Black Eagle Arrows,
Cabelas,
Antler Action,
Spot Shooter Archery,
Tom's Custom Turkey Calls,
Family Traditions Tree Stands,
and Badass Slingshots.
The 2015 Dream Season Decree is a deadly combination of speed and precision. It's built for the moments when time stands still. When the only thing that will break the silence is an arrow slicing a clean path to the kill zone. The bow of your dreams is a nightmare for big game. This is PSE's Decree. Experience PSE. Experience performance.
We know the future of hunting depends on our nation's youth. But did you know that in many states, it's illegal for you to take your son or daughter hunting until the age of 12 or even older? As a result, we have fewer young hunters, and the Families Afield program is designed to eliminate those barriers. Hunting is safe, and the safest hunters afield are young people with adult mentors. Visit our website at familiesafield.org to find out how you can bring more families afield.
live from Cabelas, another Up North Journal Minicast.
That's right. Something you're going to hear in this minicast, something you don't hear at all on our main cast, but guess what? You're going to hear it for the next 3 to 5 minutes on our minicast.
And we are at Cabelas, Saginaw, Michigan, back in the Tech Corps, hanging out today.
Yes, we are. We're having a good day. People are filing through left and right.
And as you take a drink of your soda or your tea or whatever you're drinking there,
I'm being October 2nd, I'm hearing some reports from the field, and interesting reports, to say the least.
Yeah. Well,
some good, some bad.
You know, on my way up here today, I had to stop, as I always do in the morning. The one thing I've got to have in the morning is coffee.
Yes, you do.
Got to have my coffee to get me going. Got to have rocket fuel. Got to prime the pump and get ready to rock and roll.
That's right, you do.
With that being said, you're a coffee drinker, am I right?
I'm a coffee drinker, not a connoisseur, but I drink it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you have it at deer camp?
Yes, we do.
Do you have it in the morning for breakfast?
Sometimes not. It depends. It depends on the mood.
Okay. Do you take a thermos with you to the stand?
Not really, no.
You don't take a thermos with you?
No, usually what I'll do is I'll take a Pepsi or Coke.
Okay.
A soda pop.
Okay, that's kind of where I was going with this. Beverage of choice for the stand, you know.
Oh, beverage of choice is definitely, I'd go with a soda pop.
This week I saw something on Facebook, and it was a little article about a piece of gear you can get for the tree stand. A little clamp-on device. It's basically a cup holder.
Right.
And I put it out there on our page, and I said, would you buy this product and use it in your stand?
That's a little thing that clips onto your tree stand, right?
Yeah.
Did it clip onto the tree stand and then you clipped?
I don't know if it's the tree stand or if it ratchets to the tree. I don't know how to attach it,
okay.
But it's basically a little cup holder.
All right.
You know, it's a little round thing. You put a bottle in it, put a cup in it, thermos, whatever. You know, I don't know. But it is basically a cup holder. And it got me to thinking, you know, I like coffee in the morning, and there was a couple people that chimed in and said, no, I wouldn't use it because, you know, coffee. And they went down that coffee route. Coffee, you know, has an odor, or not an odor, but a smell to it.
Yes.
Scent, so to speak. And, you know, and how I am about scent control. And it got me to thinking a little bit, what do I take to stand when I go to stand? If I take anything at all, 99 times out of 100, it's water.
Okay.
Whether it's cold or hot. You know?
Water or pop for me.
Yeah, okay. So that's just kind of where I was going. I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit.
Yeah, no.
See what you thought.
Not really take a thermos. Used to, probably a long time ago. But then it just, you know, it gets more convenient just to grab a pop that has a reclosable top to it or a water.
Right.
And take that and go after that.
Now, is that in stand or is that in box blind? Or both?
Yes, both.
Okay.
It'll be in my backpack if I'm in the tree stand sitting there. You
okay.
know, I got a hook on the tree and it's there conveniently. I can get.
Okay, so you throw it in your backpack. You don't have something to hold a bottle of water.
No, I don't have a precise cup holder that.
Okay.
But I have seen, you know, something like that where you could.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know. I got my backpack with me 9 times out of 10 anyway,
right.
So it's like...
Well, it got me thinking, you know, along the same lines is how many different little gizmos and gadgets do they have for tree stands that you can hold this, that, and the other.
There is becoming more and more, it seems like.
It's like a KitchenAid mixer where you buy all these attachments and you can put on things.
Exactly. They got now, like when you're in your tree stand, they've got where you clip onto your tree stand where it's a bow holder. Mm-hmm. They've got the bow holder that you can put in the ground when you're on a blind on the ground. Then when you get in the tree, they actually got the screw-in arms,
right?
That you can
only use on private land, on your land.
Yeah,
you can't put anything into a tree on public land, at least in Michigan.
So yeah, it's one of those things, and they just
as I drop everything here,
man, where you going?
Hey, Kyle. Hey, we got one of these guys just walked in here. Yeah, that's for you, buddy.
See, there you go.
One of the Cabelas guys comes in here giving us grief every time we're cutting the show. So
right, exactly.
That's why we don't let him on the show.
You'd never be on our show.
So,
but yeah, it's just every year seems to be a new gadget, gizmo, whatever.
Gizmo.
Yeah,
gadget.
Exactly. It's like
got you tongue tied.
Exactly, and that's just
okay. Well, what kind of stands do you have? A box blind?
We have
on your property.
We've got we use our pop-up blinds if we're on the ground. We don't have a box blind yet.
Okay. You got a tree stand?
We've got tree stands.
Okay, let's go to the tree stand.
All right.
You're sitting there in your tree stand. What's with you besides you, the tree stand, and your archery equipment?
Okay, so in the tree stands we have a hook.
Okay.
And usually on that hook we're going to put our backpack.
Okay.
And then that becomes your file cabinet. Because everything in that backpack is now easily accessible.
Okay.
Besides the rope that's hanging down. But otherwise, basically everything in the backpack is what we take up in the tree.
Okay, gotcha.
So if it's your snack, if it's your drink, if it's your knives, whatever, it's in the backpack.
All right.
So that's how it goes. We do have the bow hangers. We got those up there, so you don't have to hold on to your bow all the time.
All right.
So, what about you?
Tree stand, I've got camera arm with camera equipment attached. It ratchets to the tree. Got a rope to pull my bow up with that's tied to the bottom of my ladder stand. I use ladder stands. I don't use tree stands anymore. And that's it.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, my backpack I usually have hanging on a limb that's been trimmed back and there's a stop sticking out.
Yep.
Or I've got it into, if I'm hunting out of like a balsam or balsam fir tree or pine tree of some sort that's got some canopy to it behind me, I'll lay it in the limb structure because I don't care a lot. I mean, once I get my camera out, my camera arm, my backpack is virtually nothing in it. It might have a couple, I don't know, maybe I'll lay my binoculars in there if they're not on my bino harness on me.
Yep.
I might have an extra pair of gloves, my knife to gut a deer with. Garbage bag maybe if I want to put something in a garbage bag.
Right, exactly.
And my
basically
quiver,
that's your file cabinet.
Yeah, my quiver goes up top, and that's really about it. And a water bottle.
See, my quiver, I don't have on my bow. I have one of those backpack quivers. So and everything in there is on the tree. So.
Right. I take my quiver off my bow and lay it up in the limb structure. My water bottle is not a regular plastic water bottle. I don't use that. I've got one of those metal Cabelas. Water
right,
bottles.
And you know what? That's interesting you said that.
So you don't hear the crinkle.
Okay, so interesting you said that because we've noticed that the water bottles now, they're tending to get thinner.
Make more noise. Right.
Yep. There's like certain brands we noticed that really crinkle.
Yeah.
And then there's certain brands that are still okay.
Right.
But that's a good point. You
Yeah.
know, since we're at Cabelas, I might have to get one of those.
Yeah, and the ones I've got, they're not, I wouldn't call them really insulated. I mean, if you put something cold in there, they do get cold on the outside, but they keep cold for quite a while.
Right.
You put something warm in there, they do heat up. If you put hot coffee in there, you better have a pair of gloves on because it transfers the heat out.
It does transfer the heat.
But, I'm usually going with water. There's no odor. It's good for you. And like I said, I got in that metal bottle. It's got the resealable lid on top, and it's real quiet, and I keep that in my padded backpack. So
there you go.
That's my tree stand. If I'm in a box blind or ground blind, it's got a chair. If I'm in a box blind, it's got a heater. Sometimes in a ground blind, not always. Depends if I got the kids with me. I might bring a heater, a small portable heater, and a tripod for my camera, and that's it.
Cool.
In your backpack.
All the little handy-dandy stuff that we carry.
So that's what I've got in my stands.
Sounds like a handful.
All right. So, no coffee, water, simple.
Simple and to the point.
And Nicole is grabbing a crossbow. I think she's going to whack one of us here with this thing in a minute. So before that happens, we'll wrap up this minicast. That'll do it for this minicast. This episode was brought to you by PSE Archery,
Black Eagle Arrows,
Cabelas,
antler action,
spot shooter archery,
Tom's custom turkey calls,
family traditions tree stands,
and badass slingshots.
Thanks for listening, and join us again here next week. Until then, remember, as we always like to say, if you're out on the water or in the woods, shoot straight and be safe. Until next week on the Up North Journal.